War is hell. War is chaos. And as we saw yesterday with the tragic crash of our KC-135 tanker, bad things can happen. American heroes, all of them.
Well, today the Pentagon confirming that all 6 crew members on an American refueling plane were killed when it crashed in Iraq, bringing the U.S. death toll in the Middle East to at least 13 service members since the war began. Now, the crash was not related to hostile or friendly fire, and the investigation is ongoing. It marks the 4th U.S. aircraft to go down in the region since U.S. operations began. Last week, 3 fighter jets were mistakenly shot down by friendly fire in Kuwait. Those service members safely ejected. And now, at least 2,500 Marines and a U.S. assault ship are being sent to the Middle East. The USS Tripoli could join a dozen other U.S. vessels in the Arabian Sea, and it was recently spotted sailing alone near Taiwan, meaning it is more than a week away from waters off Iran. Iran's new supreme leader releasing a written statement yesterday, his first public statement since being named leader. And today, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth arguing the message was not delivered in person because he's hurt.
Desperate and hiding, they've gone underground, cowering. That's what rats do. We know the new so-called not-so-supreme leader is wounded and likely disfigured.
Meanwhile, large crowds gathered in cities around Iran today to mark an annual state-organized rally meant to support Palestinians and call for Israel's demise. Reuters reporting crowds were chanting anti-U.S. slogans, even burning figures depicting President Trump.
People came out today to tell the enemy that we are not afraid. The people responded to the sound of explosions with chants of Allahu Akbar. To the enemy's dismay, the people will not leave the scene, and victory is near.
And oil prices remained high today as the critical shipping route, the Strait of Hormuz, remains effectively closed due to Iranian attacks.
The only thing prohibiting transit in the Straits right now is Iran shooting at shipping. It is open for transit should Iran not do that. Now, there's a reason why we chose as one of our primary objectives to destroy the Navy. We understood the ability to interdict shipping is something Iran has done for 40 years. It's key terrain. They've used it as leverage. The world is seeing what they'll do to fight back in that context.
And today, the Trump administration temporarily lifted sanctions on Russian oil shipments already stranded at sea in an effort to ease the global energy shortage and surging oil prices. U.S. Treasury officials say the authorization only applies to Russian crude oil already loaded onto ships and will not provide a major financial boost to the Russian government. But critics argue the move risks spending more money to the Kremlin while the war in Ukraine continues. Now, as far as how long the U.S. war in Iran will last, the Pentagon has repeatedly said that it's up to President Trump. And in an interview with Fox News today, the president said the war will end, quote, "when I feel it in my bones."